When they say it's a two-man job to put this thing in and out, it's probably easier, but one determined man with little brains can figure this shit out and get it taken out of there. Alright, so I was out driving the freaking Tahoe and it started making this sound. Alright, I think we're on. My hearing is so bad. I think it's that side, isn't it?
Yeah. It sounds more pronounced over here.
Yeah. So, no, that's freaking valve, or not valves, more than likely a lifter. So I kind of pulled everything apart here. I'm going to try a couple things before I start pulling the motor apart. You know, I'm coming from Chevy, or not Chevy, from Mopar shit, so from Hemis I've been working on, and this is so much nicer to work on. It really is. Having room in the engine bay, having easy access, stuff about clips that freaking work. It's nice. I'll be honest. I hate freaking working on the Mopar stuff. So I did, even with this, you disconnected these vacuum lines here, cooler lines here. Took the alternator and the bracket off just to get to it, so I can get to the valve covers. Unclipped everything. Here's all my pile of parts and all that shit. And then took the valve cover off, which again, it's really nice having 4 bolts in the middle instead of having, was it fucking 9, I think, on the damn Hemis. And you can't even get to us on the Chargers and shit like that. But yeah, so we got, and then plus having, you know, plugs still in down there instead of in the freaking, in the manifold, you know, top fucking plugs. This is so much nicer. Just pull everything out, put it to the side. But nothing was, I didn't find anything straight away. So I'm going to go ahead and pull plug number 1 here, and I'll take, and I think that's plug 1, 2, whatever. This, anyways, this, yeah, plug number 1, and yeah, there, plug number 1, and I'll take and get top dead center, compression stroke, and the torque sequence on this half just to verify, because I got one when they took and put the DOD in into the top end. That one right there looks like it's crooked, so maybe I'll get lucky and it if any of them are, like, you know, majorly out of torque or loose, I'll reset everything, put it back together, and try it again and see if that fixes the problem. Hoping, but not. I'm doubting that's gonna be that easy, but here we go. I'll get everything torqued and we'll get to it. It's I'll get everything set up and then I'll update. Okay, so just torqued one exhaust, one, and oh damn it. So exhaust 1 and 7, because those are the only ones on this side. Intakes 1, 3, and 5. Then I rotated at 360, and now I'll be what was it, exhaust or intake 3 and 5. I already did those. Exhaust 3 and 5, and intake number 7. Yeah. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's do that now. Well, everything is torqued, unfortunately. Did not find anything, so there's no reason for me to assume that I fixed anything. So it's time to pull rockers off. I'll pull push rods, check all the push rods, and if those are all good, it's time to pull the supercharger, pull the intake, and pull the head to check the lifters. Oh boy, can't wait. All right, well, let's get to it. I'm on my phone, so I'm just not freaking wanting to get my other cam out and really just want to freaking get this done. So, I don't know. If anything major happens, pain in the ass, I gotta freaking, I feel like a videotape. I will, but I don't think I'm going to. Later. All right, pulled the rockers and push rods. Everything is fine. So we keep going deeper now. Whew, okay, so repeated process on the one side, on the other side, and whoo, it's out of the truck. When they say it's a two-man job to put this thing in and out, it's probably easier, but one determined man with little brains can figure this shit out and get it taken out of there. There we go. It's done. That part is. Clear everything out of the way and start working on getting the head. As soon as I get my freaking spot cleaned over on the bench, put his bad boy on. Alright. Oops. Sorry. Alright. Later. Alright. Last try at this. I don't know what the hell's going on here. But, so, pulled the head off. Pulled the valve or the lifters out, and that's what I found. I don't know. For me, that seems like that's not the DOD delete lifters. That seems like a DOD lifter. The dead on delivery lifters. But I don't know freaking LS's, so I don't really know. It has 4 of them. I don't know if that's what the DOD delete lifters look like. I might have to look it up, but to me it seems like it wasn't deleted. It may have just been like disabled. I don't fucking know. Really don't. But that's always my issue. I'm gonna get my borescope and yeah, whatever, endoscope, whatever, and check out the fucking cam. Make sure that it's not ate up. Shouldn't be, because the it was stuck in the freaking bore, or the lifter was stuck in the block, but it was turned the proper way. It wasn't sideways. Came out with a little bit of effort. Hold on. But it did come out. Didn't see any scarring or anything like that. So I don't know what caused that. I don't know if it got stuck and then freaking collapsed it from the freaking push rod just beating on it. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what the hell these are, how these work, or what the hell this is. By the time that I freaking post this, I'll know. But yeah, so now I'll get my freaking scope, check out the freaking cam on that lobe, that lobe on the cam, because that was the intake valve, which correlates to some other crap that happened. So yeah, I'll get that checked out, and hopefully that's all it was, and I just get a new lifter. All right, bye. All right, good morning, or almost afternoon. I don't know which it is. Next day, got a part after soaking in oil. Let that go for a little bit while I'm getting everything prepped. Let's see, let's get this thing. Part ready to go. Yeah, there we go. So we need to get surface cleaned up there a little bit on the head. Just get it cleaned up, or on the block. Same thing on the head. I mean, they're pretty good. Just, and then start putting this damn thing back together. If anything freaking interesting happens, I will stop. I might go ahead and grab my freaking GoPro and put it on time lapse and just time lapse this whole thing. All right, yeah, later. these are torqued down. Well, I used my what's it called? My endoscope on the #1 spark plug. Got everything. This up to top dead center compression. It's all taken to #1 exhaust and so what was it? Exhaust and intake, and then what is it? #1 exhaust and intake, and #5 intake, and 7 exhaust. All right, let's get to it. I'm gonna rotate it 360 degrees on the crank, on the breaker bar. And then I'll do one's done, so 3. It'll be exhaust on. What do you think here? It'll be intake. I already did the intake here. It'll be exhaust. It's fucking loose as hell. I gotta verify what I should have been. Anyways, you gotta do a 360 and freaking torque the rest of them. Alright, so here's a common thing that happens with these rubber gaskets. I mean, they're kind of cool because they're reusable. They don't stick that very often. But the problem is they swell up. This is going to run into the oil field too with a lot of stuff there. And it works here too. If you got time, just throw it out in the heat. It'll shrink up. It'll get all the oil out of the system. And it'll freaking go back to the normal size to be usable. I've had this out for a day and it did. This thing was a lot worse. So here I'm gonna. It's not going in. If I had a few more, like another, that one threaded. If I had a few more days to wait, I could easily fix this. But what I'm gonna do instead is cut it and silicone it together and run a bead of silicone. You know, perfect world, this would be the upside. So just to eliminate some of the possibility for leaking, just in case I do a bad job, we're gonna put it up here on the upper side. And I think my first cut, I'll just cut it right there. And I'm gonna try and cut it at an angle. Okay. And then same thing. Looks to be right about there. And I need to trim. No, that seems to be decent enough fit right there. Now you could probably get away with just freaking siliconing right there and being done with it. I mean, hell, it may not even leak just having that if you have a good enough fit. But because I'm going to be taking, I might have issues getting this in and out. See, this is a new thing of silicone. Seems to be liquid still, at least. I'm going to take and add just the smallest bead down into, maybe I haven't opened this yet. Looks like I have, but Oh, we're freaking... Alright, let me go get a screw, and I'm going to take and that's all plugged up. Get it unplugged. Alright, looks like I was able to clear that up. So let's go ahead and start the surgery here. Get this thing freaking even. I thought, yep, it is coming out. I have to cut this a little bit more. Jesus, does I not want to freaking go through the... Oh, I still got a chunk of crap in there. Yeah, I think there's some hard rubber still in there. Alright, there we go. That ought to work now, I hope. God damn it. Alright, fuck. This thing is clogging up on me, so I'm gonna go figure this out. Alright, so it's time for the supercharger. Got manifolds on, or exhaust manifold, got torqued. Everything I think is on. I've looked through my bolt tray here. Only thing I got left is these here are for the accessories. Figure out where all those go. Then a bunch of the bolts for the outside for here for the coil packs and whatnot. 4 bolts for the intake. 4, I have the other ones on that side. 2 bolts for the fuel rails, and then 2 screws to hold on for more stuff to go on these studs. So that should be it. That's all on that side. And then same thing over here, it looks like. Yeah, 4 manifold bolts. The supercharger bolts for that, and we got that, and then bolts for the the coil packs and all that shit. So let's get that damn supercharger over here. See if I can't kill myself. Get it on there. Bolt way the hell back there. is the hardest one, so I'm gonna try and get that one first. So, Supercharger is mounted. It is crazy to me that this thing only uses freaking like 89 inch-pounds of torque to fucking keep this damn thing on. But all of them are done. That back one was a huge pain in the ass to get it freaking on. As like it was to get off. But we're good. We're done. So next thing we're going to do is I want to start working on getting my fuel rails and injectors put on both sides, and get my wiring kind of laid out so I can get everything put back together. We're on the home stretch now though. I guess I'm recording right now. We're on the home stretch. Got all the fuel injection, everything I think would say mechanical has been hooked up. So now it's just a matter of getting all of the wiring, everything plugged in, mounted, like you know my freaking coil packs. I know I have one wire that's not going to be, might have to fix it. Maybe I'll get it to go. I'll get everything but this number one hooked back up. I got one plug out anyways. And once I get all that plugged up, I'll do the oil change on it, and we will go from there. So let's go ahead and throw a time lapse on and get this thing done. Hopefully I don't stop this until at least I get to the oil change. All right, now. We are buttoned up. All my bolts are gone. Let's see, to do a final check. Just got, yep, no bolts there, no nuts, just tools. My other storage spot, same, just tools. So that's it for the today. Still need to get some antifreeze for this to top off both cooling, or to fill up both cooling systems, and I'm going to do the oil change on it. Only thing that I'm questioning what's happening is I don't remember it, is there's this plug right here that it's weird because that's definitely a MAF sensor plug, or whatever the fuck this one is here. I don't see any plugs. So I'm gonna go through, see if I can't look at some of my old footage and see if there is a spot that I missed. But I don't remember unplugging that, just this one right here. And so I don't know. We will figure that out, and we'll hit it early in the morning, hopefully, because I got a 3 o'clock appointment for to get the windshield fixed. And then, so I'm just hoping that everything's good when I fire it up. But I checked the freaking rotation. That valve is moving now. The number 7 intake valve. Oh, and I forgot to take and put a spark plug back in here, number 1, and see if I can't fix this, because pulled it out of the boot and all that good shit. And like 20 bucks a piece. That's ridiculous. Or like $100 some odd for a set of plugs. Not even with the boots. Not with these. Just these. I don't understand that. That's freaking dumb. They're spark plug wires. Nothing special about them. Anyways, yeah, we'll finish this thing up tomorrow. I'm gonna go in and eat. It's like 8 o'clock now. I haven't had anything, I don't think, all day. All right, later. All right, we're starting off the morning trying to get this Tahoe finished up. So we are going to be going underneath and starting the oil change. I already got the oil filter open and clean oil put around it. We'll go and drain the pan, take the oil filter off, or drain the oil, all that good shit, and then get it the oil plug put back on. And I'm tired. Sorry, this has drained me. And the oil filter, a new filter put on, and then top it off. Then hopefully be able to fire this up, because I'm not going to fire it. I'm not going to put coolant in until I can verify that I've got enough, that it's not going to make any more noises. All right, so let's get to it. Wait. My brain never brains when it comes to freaking using this thing. I always get it wrong the first couple times. Oh, well, it wasn't tight at least. It's just fucking horribly placed. Still, like, how do you freaking... Are GM mechanics, like, got tiny-ass fingers or something? Is that a goddamn prerequisite to work on these freaking things? I don't got big hands, but this is ridiculous. I'm expecting child labor? Maybe they are. Oh, that's a lot of freaking apart. Let's fucking come on, I'm gonna get a lot of freaking bullet. One of these people. I'll take all you on freaking plug this out, you're down freaking filters. Let's see that. Alright, that's one right here. For a bit. Get gas on there. There goes all we need. Stop rolling shit on. That's what I thought. Alright, so I drained or emptied about half the freaking thing into, what the hell? Liquid moly stuff. Into the sorry, I'm being defeated by a fucking cap here. Alright. Think here. Oh yeah, half of the freaking this into the motor. I've got some additives I'm going to add to this. Some liquid moly, hydraulic lifter additive, some, you know, put a new lifter in there. And wrong cap. Some full synthetic Lucas oil stabilizer. I mean, everyone says this shit's fucking snake oil or whatever. I don't know about. I know for a fact that it's not, because I have put this crap in everything I've ever owned, and I've always gotten good mileage out of it. My oil changes are always clean, and one cool thing is, like, yeah, I don't know, last video I think that would come out, I put some, I don't know if I put some in, anyways, in Cerberus, my Quigley van, it was having a hard shift. It would, like, well, it was a little bit slip and a little bit of a hard shift. Mainly it was the, like, deceleration shift from third to fourth, you know, direct to overdrive. It freaking hit really hard. And I put some other transmission, Lucas's transmission crap into it, and it's perfect now. No slips, no freaking no hard shifts, anything. It just runs nice and smooth. I was, you know, it's gonna need rebuilt. When I do the 408 stroker, I'm gonna pull it out and have someone else rebuild it. I'm gonna try the 408 myself, but or building a 408 out of a 351 or 5.8, I guess, roller motor, and that one I'm going to rebuild and do something else with it. Don't know just yet. Oh, I don't know. I keep motors. I don't throw shit away when it's in good condition. I know I could rebuild that one, but I have to get it, you know, bored and all that stuff. Or the 351. Yeah, just the Lincoln. I can. Anyways, I'm getting off track here. The main reason why I'm going to build the 351 is I can take and have it built while, and possibly another what is that, E4OD, or find a different transmission that works better, more gears. I don't know. I don't know Ford transmissions yet, and get that taken. Build the 408, and then take and pop that into there, Everyone's gonna say, why not a 440 or a 7.3? Because it's a direct bolt-in replacement and it's the same size. I'm not losing like access and crap. There's already cramped in there. I'm fine. I don't need a beast. I just want something that has a little more towing power. So a stroker kit is gonna get it right there. All right, enough rambling about that. We're gonna come over here and get this thing topped off. Where's the dipstick in this? Forgot already. Here it is. There we go. Dipsticks don't like being laid on. I probably saw in the time-lapse stuff, I was all over that damn thing. So I've got half a gallon already in there. I've got my mixture of stuff here. So there's a quart and a little bit extra. That should be enough to top it off. If not, I've got another quart. I found this is a much better way to add Lucas into a system. The full synthetic stuff isn't as freaking syrupy as the normal Lucas. And being hot helps as well. This way it gets it already kind of pre-mixed up. You don't have any pockets or pulls or anything like that. But yeah, synthetics, god damn it, look over here. Jesus, I'm not even paying attention. But yeah, the hydraulic stuff, or the synthetic stuff, it's a lot thinner. It's not like maple syrup or honey. Actually, I think the normal shit's like honey. It's a little more expensive, but I like it. Just if nothing else, because it's easier to freaking use. Plus, I use nothing but full synthetic in my good stuff. I guess in my fuel injected stuff. In my old stuff, not so much. If it's got a freaking, like, my, all my Internationals, they're just going to end up running freaking 1540 anyways. Old motor. The extra additives and stuff in it works better for them anyways. Some utility usually. All right, where are we at? We got that. Let's go ahead and check our oil level. Down. Right on the full mark, so we're good. I'll run it, check it again. So I don't have any coolant in the system right now. It's been drained. I'm just gonna turn it on and make certain that we're not freaking tickety tapping, and we'll go from there. All right, I'm gonna keep you here. You listen to that. Oh, I guess before I do all that shit, I need to put a battery in it. This on, so don't forget it. Wait, the fuck? Huh. So, this is not the right battery. It'll work, but it's the same battery as the fucking Porsche. I don't feel like getting another one. don't know. Oh well. Let's go ahead and get everything hooked up.
The hardest clash. Like,
whew, it's gonna be a quick start too. Just run it, make sure it's freaking running. They don't have any coolant in the system right now. Different sound completely. That's a fucking no spark plug in a hole sound.
yeah, I'm like, you fucked up.
I forgot if I gotta build that fucking spark plug. Yeah, it still hasn't opened a spark plug. Alright.
Okay.
Let's do that. I don't hear anything else.
Yep. His everything combined, yeah, there's a little like instruction, just like read this. Then he was like, okay, but what are these million links? They're supposed to read.
Alright, here we go.
Alright, here we go.
Take two. Good enough to put fluid in it. There we go. Well, one thing I'll never understand is why premix is so damn expensive. Like, it's half as much coolant with, so it should be, so this is like 18 bucks, it should be 9 with like $1 worth of fucking distilled, or half $1 worth of distilled water. It should be literally half the fucking price. But because all you're doing is paying for fucking distilled water. I don't understand that. Inconvenience, I guess, is the other part. So yeah, you don't figure it out. I don't do the freaking distilled water or the premix unless I have to. Yeah, granted, I'm on the road and something happens. It's kind of nice so you don't have to freaking do that. You don't have containers, but I usually have containers. And then I usually don't do that. God damn it, it's making a mess.
Why is it all wet over here?
Sprinkler?
Oh. So, I just got a message from Santa. Are you recording?
Yeah.
You want me to not?
Hold on. Alright, we're gonna fire it back up. Got in it. Filled up both the main coolant reservoir and the reservoir for the supercharger. Looks like the main one's already bubbled down a little bit, so we'll add a little more in. Step 3. First off, did find where this plug that I was looking for, and I forgot to look for that after I got this all in here, so that goes there. And then I found, because I was throwing codes for whatever this fucking thing is called, I can't remember off the top of my head, and I remember that plug there. I was looking around and I found another freaking, the other side of the plug coming from down there. So I think that's it. That's all of the codes that should be up. So I just cleared everything. We're gonna try this again, see how it goes. Everything sounds good. I'm not hearing any noises. Really smooth, no smells. Yeah, what was this last couple things? No codes, nothing coming up. We are done. All right, so thank you for tuning in. This was a bunch of highs and lows. It's pretty much 2 days. Well, I don't know. I'd have to look, but I probably got 13 hours or some crap like that wrapped up into this thing. Realize my freaking bottom thing here pivots for some reason. Easily distracted. All right, yeah, got about 13 hours into this. I don't know how close that is to shop time, but with the Supercharger, it made things a hell of a lot harder. SEO from freaking breakdown, diagnostic, find the fucking part, bring it back up. But luckily, I'm only 50 bucks, I'd say. Oh, 65 plus coolant. So maybe $100 into the actual repair of itself, plus my labor. So that ain't too bad. Thank you for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And at the end of the day, if you're not dirty, you're not doing it right. Y'all have a good one.